Hey everyone, Kane here, and in this one we're gonna inspect a draw in a dual tower fight that I had just a couple of hours ago. So, the person who I faced is about 1.5 million core higher. We pretty much have similar level of pets. We have tier 19 skeletons, just a little bit different in terms of HP and some of the stats, as well as eventually I'm gonna talk about resistances and why people should upgrade them. Stats look pretty decent as far as skeletons go, could be better, and there's still a decent room for improvement as well. In terms of dragon, so his dragon has less HP than mine, however, he does have more draconic talents by the dragon's power. But first, greater abilities. So he has Aura Blast, he has Dragon Shadow, which I don't really think it's very powerful. Sure, grants an HP shield and stuff like that, but essentially dragons just die regardless whether you have that shield or whatever. It could help out a bit, but majority of these abilities, like if you would even put that, this goes on something like an Azure Dragon. Like a Ruby Dragon has specific abilities, and if you remove them, you remove a huge part of a Ruby Dragon's usefulness. So he does have three abilities, and wait, uh, hmm, yeah, I think he's missing the swell. Yeah, that's what I mean. So he removed swell, what makes this dragon particularly strong in terms of a lich formation. I was wondering what was missing, and I cannot find swell. And basically, if you run mages, right, like myself and like this guy, if this guy had swell on that Ruby Dragon, I almost 100% would have lost this fight instead of that Dragon Shadow thing, and that's pretty much down to that. Other than that, he doesn't have some decent setups in terms of his gladiator. So, in terms of Valerie, does seem decent. Valerie is pretty okay. Avril is pretty okay, seems like. Sizo is so-so. Tisafin is pretty okay. So basically, his mages and his core DPS like Nora are decent, I guess, but his gladiators are so-so. Because, for example, when I check this Balrog, he does have premium artifacts 5-star. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he has a lot of them 5-star. And what, wait, where is his Theadrin? So his Theadrin is in front of his burst side, and he's not even. Well, he is, but basically this squad has the Voideater regardless, so you don't really need a Warmaker's main on it. So basically, he's wasting a pretty huge artifact. I didn't really even notice that before. This should be on Balrog, and it's gonna help Balrog survive a little bit more, but he doesn't have a lot of stats on him. Question mark? How much does mine have? Well, mine has just a little bit more, and of course quite a bit more HP if he would be level 70. But yeah, his gladiator heroes would need a pretty decent work. This one could also need some work, but yeah, majority of his mages pretty good, gladiator so-so. Let's check the formation. So the way his Ruby Dragon is placed, the Voideater will touch this squad of skeletons as well as this squad, and yes, it does work like that. So you would have this particular squad, or I do think this particular squad will also be in effect even if it's 3 squares away. We're gonna check on that and just confirm it if not, but I do believe in my fight there was 2 squads which wasn't taking damage. Aside from that, the formation, let's see. So he has debuffers in terms of Denji. He has that. Let's see. He's going for a sort of middle center DPS formation, and it's not really going to work. I faced his stall side, so I didn't really manage to get onto his dragon fairly easy, nor onto his DPS heroes, but because of the Voideater, I was actually stalled out. We're gonna check on that in a second. While this side I was able to clear at a decent pace. But if I would have faced this side, the dragon would have died pretty quickly, and then I would have wiped his DPS heroes, and it would have just been pretty much over. Aside from that, yeah, don't think there is anything else to show. Let's check. So like I said, stall versus burst, both sides. Since I have a stun, basically his Balrog is first target, I guess, but same he did to mine, and Balrog is in front of his dragon. So he started with Valerie, I started with Valerie, I am blasting his side. He's not really doing that much, but he does have some pretty decent heals on his stall side, seems like. Same for me, like his Valerie is blasting, his Nora is blasting, but the healing is pretty freaking huge, not gonna lie. And of course I have the mummies, which are sort of healing a little bit. So his side is slowly dying, as you can see. My side, only the centermost squad of skeletons are getting blasted, but the ones on the right are still staying alive. The only issue that I have is like those few skeletons splitting off from the friggin' huge rack, and I wasn't able to stun them in time due to some CC or something like that happened, I'm not sure. And they happen, or some of them happen to just run to the side, and that's why it's taking so friggin' long to actually clear them. Most of the races just gone in 20 seconds. Friggin' Lich, just this friggin', I don't know what you call it, like backdooring or whatever, just so annoying. So I cleared his stall side, but when I cleared like 75% of his army, and I wasn't able to kill more to heal my stall side, he started catching up, and I still have stall side alive. However, do you see this squad of skeletons? They're not taking damage. So this squad is that squad that's 3 squares away. So you have dragon, you have heroes, and then you have the skeleton squad, right? It's being blasted by mages, taking no damage, and that's the other squad that was behind the dragon. So pretty much, if he didn't have Voideater, this is a legitimate just walk through towards dragon and kill dragon. But since he did, I don't think I have any abilities left, so most of the mages are just basic auto attacking and stuff like that, due to him having quite a decent amount of features while the dragon also being alive. Because if the dragon dies, a lot of buffs are lost, invincibility is lost, and clearing becomes rather quite easy. So wasn't really able to get near his dragon due to the I suppose burst versus stall fighting. But yeah, pretty much slow fight against a Voideater. So his second squad, full HP squad, started to come closer to my mages. It started to get blasted. Both of our dragons low HP. His dragon died, and his skeletons were slowly being damaged. So what dragon does is it has the swell, it has the aura blast, it's CCing, silencing these stalkers, and the dragon is not really taking that much damage. But I think he's gonna die. Yeah, I think he died to Valerie or something. And if the match lasted a couple of seconds longer, I think I would have actually lost, because there were like auto attacks going towards me. But yeah, pretty close fight. Voideater kind of decided it, as well as those friggin' skeletons backdooring, man. Just horrible. It takes like an additional 15 seconds to just friggin' clear them. And it was only stopped by, I don't know, some random friggin' CC landing that he had on, I guess, his stall side, or he just wanted to mess me over like a couple of seconds. And that kinda, made me slow down on my ability cast, or the ability cast I wanted to stop the skeleton from, I guess, backdooring. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A pretty decent fight, not gonna lie. Pretty close. Kudos to him. Again, kind of enjoy these fights when they get pretty close instead of, flawless stuff and whatever. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.